Hello, everyone. This is KillerCon178 here, and we are back talking about another Lion King video. Alright, everyone. So for today's video, as you've seen in today's title and thumbnail, okay, I just don't want to get um too negative about it. Okay, just there's a new Disney movie coming out next year on 2024. It's Mufasa the Lion King, right? Well, Disney just made terrible movies because the last two was just the Little Mermaid reboot and Elemental, and those movies they got bad reviews and they sold pretty badly in the box office with the lowest millions of dollars, with the other movies that sell pretty well in the box office, like Across the Spider Verse, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And those are the movies that I really want to talk about later sometime. I will do a review video about those movies soon. Just stay tuned for that. Um, for today's video, I'll be telling you guys why am I worried about Mufasa the Lion King. Okay, well, let's just get straight to the point and let's just go ahead and get this out. Alright, so why am I worried about Mufasa the Lion King? Well, Disney just can't stop it with the reboots. It's just like nobody doesn't like live action reboots, okay? Like we like the original movies more than the remakes, okay? But in the remakes, there's just different scenes that didn't look like the same, like the ones from back in the day. Like compare Lion King 2019 to the first Lion King with Timon doing his like hula dance in front of the hyenas, and he didn't do the same thing in the 2019 reboot. And I feel like this film is this prequel, I should say prequel, I just still feel like this is gonna be a sequel to the 2019 reboot, and that's what I'm not gonna like. I've said this many times, I don't want to see another live action movie, and you get the reason why none of us Disney fans, us longtime Disney fans that grew up with the Disney franchise and just love Lion King or some other type of movie in general, we just don't want live action anymore. We just want 2D animation because that's something nostalgic, because we watched those movies from back in the day, and with the remakes, they're just not good. And for The Lion King 2019, I just thought that the reboot was just okay. I just didn't like it. I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. I just didn't like it. I just thought it was just okay. It's just the scenes that are just confusing to me, that just never happened in the original. But I have a bad feeling about this prequel, that it just wouldn't be good or sell well in the box office. Well, why am I worried about Mufasa the Lion King? Well, I just feel like that they're gonna ruin the characters. Like they're gonna ruin Scar's character. Like they're gonna ruin Scar's character and Mufasa's character. I just don't know. Like this movie is just like all about learning the backstory of Mufasa and Scar. Like how? Why do we want to learn the backstory of them? Like, we already knew them, like, in the books. Like, The Tale of Two Brothers, and the first movie. And even in Lion Guard, we get to see how Scar got his scar. But why this? Why is this prequel gonna give us something about the backstory of Scar? Like, in my opinion, I just really don't care for the backstory of Scar. But it's just that we've already knew about him from the first movie, and I don't get it, like, why fans just don't like Disney reboots and just live action stuff. It's just all about live action. Like, why live action other than 2D animation that we've just gotten from the past years? And it just wouldn't sell well. It's just going to be a bad movie. I really have a bad feeling that this movie is going to be bad, and all of the Lion King fans, we just aren't going to like it. And that's just why I'm not excited, because Disney has done too many live action stuff. It's just CGI and remaking stuff and just creating a different scene that never happened in the original. And overall, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the story of the OG franchise. And I just really have a bad feeling that they might ruin Scar's character. Like, for example, they're just gonna recreate a scene of how Scar got a scar, like where he gets scratched or he fell and he got his scar on his eye. Let me tell you this: in Lion Guard, the song "How I Got My Scar," Scar was originally bitten by a snake. He was bitten by a snake, and I have a bad feeling that this movie is just gonna make something else do something different of how Scar got his scar. And it just won't be that snake bite anymore. It just won't be that snake bite. It's just gonna be something else, like him getting scratched or something. And that's just overall gonna feel like a reboot. That's just something that would not work in the story, because we already knew Scar of how he got his scar, because he said it in the song in Lion Guard when he destroyed some lions by using the roar, and he lost it, and he killed Mufasa, and then he got killed by the hyenas at the end of the first movie. And I just overall don't want to worry about the backstory of Scar. Like, we already know stuff about him. Just like, I don't want this, okay? It's just my personal opinion. If you're excited for this movie, then you can be excited. In my opinion, I'm just not excited. All of us longtime fans, we just don't like this. And if you're not excited, then that's okay. If you don't like how it looks, that's okay. If you're excited for this movie, that's okay as well. We all have different opinions to talk about. But I just don't like the direction where Disney is taking the Lion King franchise to. It's just remaking stuff, and that's not what we want. I just want the original franchise to continue. For example, Lion Guard. We don't even know much about Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. Like, that's what we're going to talk about that next, right now. So, first off, let's just talk about the hyenas. So, Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed, they're just these characters. We don't know much about them. We've already knew them from the first Lion King. We saw them again in Lion King 1.5. They never returned in the Lion Guard. The only thing that remains of them is their children, and it's Janja, who is the son of Shenzi and Banzai, Cheesy, who is the son of Ed, and Chungu, I don't know who his parents are. Like, I just want to learn something about Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. I wish that they would have gotten their own show, their own movie, and Timon and Pumbaa, they got the spotlight. There's some episodes of them that they got their own episodes. And why not they won't get a movie of their own that we can't learn about? I just want them to have their own movie. Like, just give these hyenas the spotlight. It's like nobody ever gets to talk about Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. Nobody even seems to mention them or talk about them. Do I have to be the only one that has to talk about these guys? Do I have to be the only one that just thinks that this theory is true, that Janja is the son of Shenzi and Banzai? And do I have to be the only one to think that these guys should have came back in a fourth season of Lion Guard? Well, I don't. I really don't think I'm the only one, because there's other fans that believe this theory. Like Madaro, he already knows about the theory. But I just wish that they would have gotten their own film. Like, why Mufasa the Lion King? Just give these hyenas the spotlight. Maybe we'll see them in Mufasa the Lion King. Maybe we can learn how they became the hyena trio that we all know and love. But with live action, it's not gonna work. Just with 2D animation, it could work. It could feel like Lion King. It could feel like the OG Lion King. And overall, if this film looks bad and gets bad reviews, it's just not going to be a Lion King movie. It's not going to feel like a Lion King movie. It's not going to feel like a Disney Lion King movie. It wouldn't be a part of the franchise because it's just a live action prequel. Or should I say, a sequel reboot to the 2019 reboot. I just don't get it. I'm just overall worried about the Lion King, about that Mufasa the Lion King movie. But it's not just that. I'm just worried about the whole entire franchise going downhill. It's just Disney making bad movies and they're running out of ideas. And it overall doesn't work. We're just tired of the live action stuff. Like, none of us don't want live action. We just don't want this. We just want 2D animation. That's what we want. And if they just don't know how to bring it back, we just don't know if we'll get an answer about Janja being the son of Shenzi and Banzai. We won't get an answer about Lion Guard getting a fourth season. We won't get an answer about Shenzi and Banzai and Ed's return in a fourth season of Lion Guard if it could happen. I've talked so much stuff about Shenzi and Banzai and Ed, and we don't know if they can get the spotlight and their own show and their own movie. And that's why I'm just worried about this franchise going downhill, and it's just not going to sell well, and it won't be a good movie. It just won't be that good. And that is just why I'm just worried about Mufasa the Lion King. I'm just worried that this movie is just not going to make any sense to how we know Mufasa and Scar from the first Lion King, and it just won't be that OG style anymore. It just won't be that animation style from the first movie, from the very first one, from 1994. And once again, it's live action. That's not what we want. It's none of us longtime fans would have want. We just don't want this. And that's just all I gotta say. I'm just overall not excited about this film, and I'm just overall worried about how Disney is just gonna ruin their franchise, and it's just gone downhill. Their movies didn't sell well. Elemental didn't sell well. Their other movies didn't sell well. The other movies that was made by DreamWorks made Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and I thought that movie was just awesome. I want to do a review video about that movie soon. I will do a review video later soon, but you're just gonna have to stay tuned for that. But I'm just overall more excited for DreamWorks films than Disney. I'm just more excited for DreamWorks films because they make good movies. They make better movies that are awesome and that is just cool, and just that it's just that style that you're gonna love. And with Disney, they are remaking and rebooting their old franchise and with live action, and that's not what we want. And yeah, that's just all I gotta say, guys. I'm just worried. I have a headache, and I am just overall worried about the Lion King franchise, of how it's gonna go down this route. And I will never get an answer about Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed. I will never get an answer about when Lion Guard will get greenlit for a season 4. I will never get an answer about Janja being the son of Shenzi and Banzai. I will never get a story about the OG hyenas. Like, why can't we just focus on them? Like, nobody seems to talk about Shenzi, Banzai, and Ed from the first Lion King, and I just feel like I'm the only one that has to mention these guys, and I just kind of feel like they were left out in the franchise, and they did feel left out because they weren't in the Lion Guard, and that's it. But alright guys, thanks for watching for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed my video of why am I worried about Lion King Mufasa, the prequel. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell for more videos to come, and I will see y'all next time. Have an amazing day.